All right, thank you so much, everyone. Sorry I am late. I have no excuse other than disorganization. Thank you so much for coming here today. You know, this is the inaugural second NoirCon. We've been doing this since, when was the first one? Like 3, 4, 5, 6 months ago. It's amazing to see the turnout, the interest in what we're doing. And so I just want to give some opening remarks about why Noir is a thing, if people don't already know. Also, oh, I'm standing in front of the thing. I should stand here. And what to expect today. So yes, NoirCon2. There are no gods, there are no masters, there is only Noir. Noir is quite a special piece of technology. I think there's a reason why we're all here, and it's because what Noir achieves is difficult, it's rare, it's high quality, programmable privacy, which is not the norm in our industry. You know, when I got started in 2017, the expectation was transparency. I mean, no one was talking about privacy except the Zcash pioneers. And people were blind to how limiting it made blockchain, how limiting it made Web3. You know, there were all these really ambitious desires, goals for what Web3 could achieve. But without privacy, without the ability to manipulate identities, encrypted information on chain, none of it could happen. I saw this. Some other people saw this. We started building, and here we are today. So, you know, I want to talk a little bit about what is Noir, you know. Noir is a Rust-like, programmable programming language that will compile your programs into zero-order circuits and is the last chance we have of preventing the digital fucking apocalypse. You know, I think that there's something that we're all a bit blind to. Well, in this industry, in general. Like, what's become of our industry? You know, if you look around Berlin Blockchain Week, what do you see? You see MEV extractors, block finality factionalists, unification roll-up fanatics, L1 separatists, and they're lost. They're lost. And only we have clarity of purpose. Only we can see that without privacy, our industries collectively created the most perfect piece of surveillance technology that the world has ever seen. Complete, warrantless financial surveillance of the common man, the common human being. Not only is this possible, but without privacy, it's inevitable. Instead of our labor improving the human condition, we will have crafted digital shackles and bound humanity into a new grotesque digital serfdom. And Noir is one of the last hopes we have of stopping this. I think you will see this. I think you will know the truth. You know, you could be in Dubai, huffing tokens with the rest of the degenerates. You could be ignoring reality, pretending everything's fine and talking about finality times or real-time proving at the Wasserstrasse in Berlin. But you're not with any of them. You're not there. You're here. You're here. You're here with me. You're here with Noir. And you can see that there is only one way out. One way out of this mess, and that way out is Noir. One way out of the surveillance state, and that way is Noir. What is there? Yes. And there's only one way out. Say it with me. One way out. One way out. One way out. Yes! Noir is good. Thank you. So I just needed to get that out of my system, you know. Oops. So, we've got a pretty action-packed schedule today. Learn Noir, see how it's being used today, get Noir pilled. Noir is good. You know, Noir is being used today. You know, it's not here's some nice thing that might, you know, be cool in the future, like the rest of the Web3 trash. No, you can use Noir today. You know, we have in the audience ZK Passport, who uses Noir and has their app on the App Store. If you haven't downloaded it, do it now. It's amazing. Do it. You know, and speaking of, you know, how you can use Noir, you know, what have we been doing since the first Noir hack? Well, we released Noir 1.0. which was very challenging, very hard, but we did it. And people did some hacking, did some Noir hacking. So we held NoirHack online hackathon. And, this was an amazing moment, I think, for our language, for the community. Yes? Okay, you can pause it now. So what the hell was that? That was a recording of every single person who was presenting at NoirHack all at once. Loads of people, building cool things. And I want to just highlight some of it today, we have Open Bands. They are a company review platform, but where you have verified reviews, instead of just people talking nonsense or having, where, companies can pay for good reviews and you don't really know the truth, using ZK to prove that you have an email address associated with a company, and then you can talk shit about them and, salary reports and stuff. We got Noir, privacy-preserving money market protocol built with Noir. This is just a little hackathon, right? And amazing stuff. We have Warp Toad, which is a privacy-preserving bridge. So you can bridge into different ecosystems and not have to worry about what people being able to see what you're doing and doxing you and analyzing you. You have things like Revalidate, which is trying to allow for testing procedures in scientific research, which have integrity, trying to solve some of this reproducibility crisis in science. As a former scientist, as a refugee from particle physics, this resonates quite strongly with me. And ZK coverage, which is offering parametric insurance against hurricanes and tropical storms. This is particularly nostalgic for me, because the first hackathon I ever did, in 2017, my team tried to build a little insurance product on chain. That was the kind of stuff people were trying to do back in the day. We can do insurance, we can do supply chain, we can do property, money markets, and then what happened was, well, no privacy, so no dice. But now things are different. Then we have just so many. Being able to extract verified data from ZK proofs, compliance about checking in on blacklists, reputation systems, all of this, all these are apps that were built that were working to some degree, all in one hackathon. The amount of enthusiasm is just beyond compare. ZK airdrops, being able to poke people in ZK. I'm sure there's more to it than that. A lot of games, which is really exciting. Things like Fog of Noir, which is a Risk clone on Noir, which I'm personally biased. I think it used my NPC library. I think a few of these did. Among Us, basically, what this shows is, you can do really cool information asymmetric ideas with Noir. And games are the great way to explore that, because games are a great way of testing different forms of communication, social consensus, governance, really, in a fun sandbox way. And here's just another smattering of some of these ideas, as well as ZK Passport on the App Store. You should get it. It's amazing. So this is what I'm trying to say here is Noir is real. It's not some future tech. You can use it today. You can build with it today. We're going to have a lot of speakers, presenters, describing this, how to build in the state of the art, showcasing what they've done. And, this is the place. This is the scene. So get to know people here, talk to them, ask, get curious about what they're doing, what they're building. Who knows, you might find a co-founder for the next big project, the next killer app. So I just want to leave with one final note, which is Noir is good. Thank you very much. One way out.